Hello, friends, and welcome to the Two for Tuesday podcast brought to you by Second Round Music, where each week we pull back the curtain on the music that's made us. And I'm your host, Michael Pezent, and today we're looking back at two songs that helped to continue to reshape the country music landscape in the 1980s. This is the story of Clint Black's remarkable debut. His first two singles, A Better Man and Killin Time, and how they set the bar for a new era of songwriting, sound, and style. Now we'll get to Clint's life and background in later episodes. So if you remember, before 1989, country music was still drifting. After the urban cowboy era, the genre still felt adrift somewhat in the polished pop influences, and fans were searching for a sound that felt more honest. So Clint Black emerged at just the right time. With a weathered tenured voice and a writer's heart, he introduced a neo-traditional style that was as much about vulnerability as it was about fiddles and pedal steels. So today, we'll take a deep dive into the songs that launched his career, not only to learn how they were made, but to understand why they endured. But before we do that, let's take a minute to listen to this important message, and I'll catch you on the other side.
Are you ready to take control of your finances and build a brighter future? Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired, feeling broke all the time? My name is Michael Pezent, a certified master coach, and I created Second Round Financial to provide personalized financial coaching based on the proven principles of Dave Ramsey's 7 Baby Steps. Our services include, but are not limited to, one-on-one financial coaching through Zoom conference or face-to-face, budgeting strategies, debt reduction plans, emergency fund creation, retirement planning, and investment guidance. Well, why choose us? Because we believe in empowering our clients with the knowledge and tools they need to achieve financial peace. With our guidance, you'll gain clarity over your financial situation, develop a realistic and achievable plan, and experience hope and confidence in your financial future. I have over 15 years experience teaching and guiding families in the Ramsey principles, along with a degree in finance and work experience in the banking and insurance industries. So let's get started today. Go to secondroundfinancial.com and click Book Now to schedule your free consultation today.
Well, it was in early 1989, and Nashville was just beginning to feel the first tremors of a country music revival. Now, going back, if you remember, to the early 80s and the release of George Strait's first album, and the mid-80s and Randy Travis coming on the scene. Now, both of these instances we covered in earlier podcasts. So along comes Clint Black. Now, he's a Texas honky-tonk circuit veteran who had recently signed with RCA Records, partnering with his new friend and guitarist and co-writer Hayden Nichols, and working under the guidance of producers James Stroud and Mark Wright. Clint began assembling his debut album. Now, recorded across several Nashville and Houston studios and backed by a team of veteran session players, the album Killin Time quickly became a lightning rod for a genre ready to return to its roots. So, co-written by Clint Black and Hayden Nichols, Better Man was inspired by Clint's real-life breakup after a 7-year relationship. But instead of bitterness, Clint framed it as growth, becoming a better man for having been in that relationship. Now, the emotional clarity paired with Hayden's general guitar phrasing created something rare in country radio at the time, a breakup song about gratitude. Now, the track was recorded in late 1988, with sessions taking place at various studios, including soundstage and digital services. Clint provided vocals, acoustic guitar, and harmonica, and Hayden, well, he handled all the electric guitar duties. Now, supporting musicians also included Jeff Peterson on pedal steel, legendary fiddle player Mark O'Connor, Jake Willerman on the bass, and Dick Gay on the drums. Glenn Petersall engineered the track, while mastering was done by Glenn Meadows at Masterphonics. Now, the production was deliberately clean, leaving space for the message and the melodies to shine. Now, there was a clear Haggard influence in the phrasing, and even Mel Tillis mistook the demo for a Merle Haggard song when he first listened to it. And it was released on February 18, 1989. And Better Man climbed to number 1 on the Billboard Hot Country Songs chart by June. And it was the first debut single that had done so in over a decade. And it became Billboard's number 1 country song for the year of 1989. And it earned Clint an ACM's Single of the Year. Better Man set the tone for Clint's career. It was thoughtful, emotionally rich, and grounded in tradition. And it opened his debut album and opened hearts across the country. Even today, it's a fan favorite at every show. And it's been a song that I've been playing personally for years.
Hey guys, thank you for listening today, and I hope you're enjoying this podcast. If you are, please subscribe or follow the podcast, click the like button, share it with other music lovers, and please consider giving it a 5-star rating so we can reach a bigger audience. Now back to the show.
Now, Killin Time was born on a drive to a low-paying bar gig. Clint lamented how slow things were going and said, "This Killin Time is killing me." Now, that line sparked an idea that would become the defining song of his early career. And the writing came quickly, except for the final line. The key lyric, "Killin Time for Eternity," took over a month to craft, but it gave the song its poetic edge. And it was also recorded in late 1988, and it was laid down at the same time that Better Man was recorded. And Peterson's pedal steel guitar and Nicholas's Telecaster gave the track its unmistakable sound, while Clint delivered one of his most iconic vocals. Now, the production was again led by James Stroud and Mark Wright, and the mix captured a barroom melancholy without feeling dated. Killin Time was released in July of 1989, and it became Clint's second number 1 hit, and it held on to the number 2 spot on Billboard's year-end country chart, just behind A Better Man. Now, the song's clever wordplay and existential tone won over both fans and critics, and it drove the album Killin Time to triple platinum status, and it secured Clint's place in the genre. Rolling Stone magazine recently named it one of the 200 greatest country songs of all time. And in 2024, Clint recorded a debut version with John Pardee and performed it to a roaring applause at the CMA Fest. And for Clint, Killin Time wasn't just a hit, it was a turning point. The song gave the album its name, and it gave a generation an anthem. And this song's always been a staple on my set list, even back in my old band days. We've been playing it for years. So there you have it, guys. This one was short and sweet. Now, these are 2 songs that didn't just chart, but they carved a new path. A Better Man showed us that growth can follow heartbreak. Killin Time reminded us that sometimes sorrow and wit, well, they can walk hand in hand. So thank you for joining me today on the 2 for Tuesday podcast, brought to you by Second Round Music. And I'm your host, Michael Pezent, where we take a deep dive into the artists, the stories, the songs that shape the soundtrack of our lives. Hey, just remember, we love you and we need you. And we'll see you next time. So God bless you.